Disculpe, ¿sois de aquí?
Sí, sí.
¿De la Mina?
No,
No.
estamos empezando aquí. La mina es más para allá.
Vale.
Vale.
Es porque estamos haciendo un documental y quiero saber qué cosas han cambiado.
Pero no somos del barrio, ¿eh?
No, pero ¿cerca de aquí o no? No,
Que vamos a trabajar.
Vale. No conocéis el barrio de aquí, ¿no?
No.
No, vale, gracias.
Venga.
All right, we've been searching for people in La Mina, which is one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Spain, to tell us how the neighborhood has changed over the years. Because last time I told you that we were going to show you how to survive as a vegetarian in Barcelona, but that doesn't make any sense because Barcelona is full of vegetarian restaurants. And that kind of got me thinking it's probably because of gentrification.
What is gentrification?
Simply put, gentrification is rich people pushing poor people out. Now, I could get specific and say it's because of poor housing policies and neoliberal agenda, but that's for articles and for podcasts. For today's 15-minute YouTube video, I just kind of want to show you the vibes of these neighborhoods and hopefully find some people that are going to tell us about how the neighborhood has changed. I'm going to go over here, talk to this guy, see if he'll tell us a little bit about La Mina.
Okay.
Disculpe, ¿eres de aquí?
¿Eh?
¿Eres de aquí?
Más o menos.
Más o menos, ¿eres de La Mina o ese barrio?
De allí.
Sí, porque estamos haciendo un documental.
¿Qué?
Un documental
Sí.
y queremos saber qué cosas han cambiado sobre los últimos años en La Mina. Sí.
Pues sigue mucha droga.
Vale.
Matan.
Más y más, cada año.
Gitano.
Sí. Vale,
Más no hay.
vale. Pero ¿es peor que antes o está mejorando?
Esto es Barcelona.
Sí.
Ellos Mina.
Sí.
¿Vale? Allí tiene su abuelo. Abuelo. ¿Sabes lo que es abuelo?
Sí.
Abuelo.
Abuelo, sí.
Mayor.
Sí, sí.
Tiene un bastón. Bastón.
Sí, claro.
Sí, una muleta. Bastón. El que manda. Tú matas a uno. Y el mayor dice, tú fuera. Vale. Tú fuera. No vengas hasta dentro de 2 años. ¿Por qué? Porque la hice.
Very good mean of transport. So now we just put the helmets back. And now what you want to do is go into the app. Oh shit. So look, we are outside of the authorized area. So everything in red, it means that we cannot park. So this is too far from the center or probably too rough.
Yeah. Now, La Mina originally started as this area of cultivation fields, and then around the 1960s, it got an influx of immigration, mostly people from Andalusia, and a lot of Gitano, which means gypsy. Now, if you're wondering, Nolan, why are you using a racist slur like gypsy? It's because in Spain, Gitano doesn't have the same connotation, or maybe Spanish people just don't have the same sensitivities to language as North Americans. But anyways, we are in La Mina right now, which is one of the most dangerous neighborhoods. Haven't found anyone to interview about the gentrification. So now we're going to go to one of the other most dangerous neighborhoods, which is definitely gentrified because it's full of vegetarian restaurants, El Raval. I've been dragging Ruben around to all the sketchiest neighborhoods in Spain. But I promised him a vegetarian restaurant, so here we are.
Oh, is that one?
That's it.
Oh, fuck, that looks like my dream. Look at that.
You feel safe now?
Look at that, yes.
Now, You know that you're in a place that is meant for expats and it's definitely not Spanish when you have a macchiato instead of a cortado.
Yeah.
And you have a cappuccino or a latte instead of just café con leche. Okay, so in Barcelona, rent prices from 2013 to 2017 went up 27%, and in some areas 60%. And here you guys just see the perfect example of gentrification, right? We're in Raval right now. This is kind of a classic example of Raval. And then look what happens when we just go right around the corner. So you can see this type of gentrification in action right here. And we're not going to get into all the specifics, but you can see that there's obviously a problem, right? Like they're not looking for social housing. For example, in Vienna, I think only I think 1/3 of the housing is public, right? So they have all these public policies in order to make sure that when there is an influx of foreign money, that the locals from that community can still live there. Here, a lot of people are getting pushed out. And that's why we're going to these different vegetarian restaurants and different bars, just to see what it's doing to the actual locality of the place and if it's changing the vibe at all. So you can see we're right on the border again of Raval, which is supposed to be one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Barcelona. And then here, where all of a sudden it just gets really expensive. And of course, the craft brewery scene is usually like vegetarian restaurants related to gentrified neighborhoods. But El Moritz says right here, La primera cerveza de Barcelona since 1856. And you can tell that even though you have some expensive places like this, they can still keep a sense of locality. You hear a lot of Spanish here, a lot of Catalan, and yeah, the beer is 3 times as expensive, but it's also 3 times as good. Aquí tenemos sopa de boniato, which is soup with what?
Macadamia.
With macadamia nuts. All right, let's try this. Shot of soup.
Cheers.
This is a Reuben's type of shot.
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's weird because it's warm.
It's weird. And instinctively in a shot glass, I just downed it in one by accident. I realized I probably should have been a little bit more classy and used the spoon. All right, so we just finished up at Sesamo. Food was excellent, but I definitely wouldn't say that they had a sense of locality in there. It felt like I could have been in Vancouver. I could have been in London. It's just a typical vegetarian place with really good food. And I think it's because we're still in the outskirts of Raval. Now we're going to head closer to the water because here in Barcelona, Valencia, just a lot of European cities actually, the places that are a little bit more sketchy and dangerous and a little bit more local are closer to the water. And I think that's because, well, historically it's where a lot of the fishermen were, and of course it's where drugs get traded. It's where, historically here as well, it's where the red light district used to be. So let's head down to where the red light district used to be and see who we can find to talk about Raval and how it's changed and how gentrification has affected their lives.
Let's go. Where are we, Nolan?
We're in La Concha, which means shell, but it also means pussy. And La Concha, what I read about it, it says it's super rude, it's super decrepit, but it's super charming. So it sounds like I got a place. Let's see who we meet in here. It's pretty empty right now, but let's see what happens.
Okay, let's try it.
Yeah, I live off the street. Okay, we'll speak in English. Because, well, we're filming a YouTube series right now. Is it okay if we ask you a couple questions?
As long as you pay.
We were just wondering, like, how much has this neighborhood changed over the past years? Because I was doing some research, like, what are the most dangerous neighborhoods in Spain? and then how Raval have popping up as one of the most dangerous neighborhoods. And like I'm walking around here, and it's awesome. It's great.
It was really, really dangerous. There was really narcos and prostitutes around like maybe 15 years ago, but then it started to slow down. This was the red light district.
I know, but closer to the water, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because every 6 months the people from the marine came and all the hookers were staying at this here at Pastis, at Kentucky, just waiting for sailors.
Okay. And how long have you lived here?
I've lived here for like Barcelona city, 6 years. Here like 1.5.
And has the scene changed a bit in this bar? Like, is a different public come in here now, like more guiris like me? Or
No, well, prior to the pandemic, in the afternoons there was a lot of people just ordering shisha and tea,
yeah.
and by night it's more like young people having a drink. But now it's like you can have an easy afternoon, or you can have a busy one.
But does it still feel pretty local here, or is a lot of extranjeros y
yeah.
guiris here?
From Sunday to Thursday, it's pretty local, but on the weekends, just a lot of people come. You can have days that there's only local people, or days that there's only foreigners.
Okay.
So it goes and it goes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Okay, so I am not in Barcelona anymore. I am back home. This is where I record the Without Borders podcast. If you would like to be on the show, just reach out to me. You can go to withoutborders.fyi. You'll find a bunch of articles there about cultural psychology and some social political musings and some short stories. And that's also how you can support this show, by becoming a paid subscriber at withoutborders.fyi. And of course, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you watching the show. Just give me any advice in the comments. Tell me where you'd like me to go next. And thanks for tuning in.